all of you who've gone before me, the West Shore Canoe family, for opening with the song and the prayer and their dance, and for Daryl Hilaire and Children of the Setting Sun Productions, to the elders and the women who've spoken before me, Dr. Gwendolyn Point, Shelley Boyd, Sarah Gray, and for the young woman who's been introducing us. I just want to begin here today with a song. My name is Chenoa Egawa, and I come from the Lummi Nation, and sharing a song here about the spirit of this new day. Oh. Just wanted to say Haishka again, and thank you for this gathering here and for the heartfelt words and the teachings that are being shared on behalf of our ways of life as Indigenous peoples and our beautiful Mother Earth, who sustains us and loves us and cares for us each and every day. The song that I sang is a song, I call it the Lummi Morning Song, and it is one that I composed through teachings from our elders and teachings from our ancestors about that time in the morning and the new day that's here upon us. When you get up in the morning before the sunrise and you go out and you present yourself to the sun that's coming, and you give thanks to the earth, and you take in that breath of life, and you bless yourself, and you offer your prayer, and you offer your gratitude for another day of life, and looking at the miracle of everything around us that's provided through the love of our Mother Earth for us to sustain ourselves, to live in a good way. We have the water, that she provides. We have all the plants and the trees and the animals and the birds and the salmon and the rivers and the mountains and all of creation, the sky, to our Father Sky, the sun, the moon, and the stars, and the way that our ancestors have talked to us about the seasons. I think I've been listening and thinking about what's being said so far, and thinking about this concept of borders, that had come to our people not so long ago. Before, there was a time where there were no borders, and we worked more with the nature, always with the nature. We would get up with the sun, and a lot of us still do that. And we acknowledge the different stages in each part of the day, and the sunset in the evening, and the completion of that day, and the going back and resting and being gifted a next day. And remembering the seasons and what comes in each of the seasons. In the springtime, everything that's coming, all the plants and the animals and the salmon runs, and the summer, what that brings, how the nature looks at that time, and the fall, and then the winter, and thinking about how in our world today, the borders have kind of, and the educational system that has been discussed too, the residential schools and even the modern school system, has kind of created a box for our mind, so that our mind can no longer go beyond what it is like to see the possibility of no border. And we look at our water, and we look at our air, and we look at the different creatures that are from the oceans and the mountains, and they still live that way. There's no border. The air doesn't have judgment. The air doesn't just give to certain people, nor does the water. There's a generosity and a kindness and an inclusion that happens with the nature when we observe and we receive that blessing. And so I've been thinking a lot about Indigenous Peoples Day. This song, it's a new day. It's the light is beautiful. Our rain came back. Yesterday it was thunder and lightning here in this part of the world, and we woke up this morning and everything was cleansed and purified again from the time that we've gone through the summer, looking at the nature and the drought and the high temperatures and the impact on our shellfish and our salmon and our forests, our cedar trees, looking at the way that the earth out of balance is affecting the natural world. And we are a part of the natural world. We are made of the earth. We are not separate. So our health is intricately connected to the health of the earth. And so I've been thinking about, what can we share here today? It's our teachings. It's been mentioned by all the speakers, our teachings, our stories, our oral traditions. The history is in there, the recent history and the long history, the speaking about the truth, the speaking about how life really is. And through the colonization process, there's been a deliberate intention to try and stop that and block that, because that was such a powerful understanding. And there's more of a desire to control people now. So if you can box them up in their mind and you can compress their heart and their feelings, then we stop looking further outside and remembering our teachings and our languages and our cultures. Our languages, why are they important? They come from the sounds of the earth. They come from the movement of the nature. They come from the rhythm of the earth, and they come with all the teachings and the wisdom of our ancestors from the beginning of time, and of everything that they learned and understood about our relationship, and how that relationship is in reciprocity, that our Mother Earth is so giving, and our holy water spirit and our breath of life they're so generous and they're so giving. But the reciprocity has always been a part of our culture and our ways of knowing and our way of life, to know that, giving is receiving, giving and receiving, and giving and receiving. And I look at the world at large today, and I see that in our dominant society, in most places in the world, we've just been taking from the earth and we're not giving back. And I think about it, what are we teaching our children? And these stories that we have from our elders, our stories contain the deep, deep wisdom of how to be in a good relationship with yourself and with your family and with the earth and with the things that sustain you. If you're a harvester of medicinal plants or foods, traditional foods, then you have an understanding through our teachings about how you go out and present yourself and offer your prayer and your gratitude. And then you take only what you need in order to take care of yourself, and those ones that you need to take care of that you seek are not able to go out and take care of their own self. And so there's a limit. It's not just we take for wealth. There's a balance that's recognized. And so I think about these kinds of things when I think about our children and the world that we want them to inherit, and that it's a time of awakening. Indigenous Peoples Day, it used to be Columbus Day. And so now we're waking up into a new day, which is not just today, it's a whole new time where we are needed in this world to share our teachings with our children, with our families, with our own communities and nations, and with the world at large, because there are really no borders, really, when it comes to the elements and it comes to the earth. And the teachings about remembering our connection to the earth are very important in order for us to change around the way that we are today. And it looks like, also what we consume, what is it in our life that we're taking in? Where does that thing come from? We used to know with our traditional foods, and we still know with our traditional foods where they come from, how we're connected to them through our connection with the earth. But there's all these man-made things coming at us now that we don't really know where they came from or how they've been made or what kind of consequence they're having to the world at large, the earth, the soil, the water, and so looking deeply into what is it that we're going out there and bringing into our homes and into our bodies, and including into our minds, and coming back to our relationship to the earth. It's really important to have that connection, to honor the sacred things that are occurring on a very simple level. We talk among many of our Indigenous peoples from all places. We understand the power of the water spirit and the healing, the medicine that it is. And the simplicity of taking that water and offering your prayer and being able to put your positive mind into that and ask for that healing, and that spirit will generously give back to you. And so these teachings, that they're needed for all of our children now to remember. It's not something new. It's about remembering what's always been within us, and what we've always been made of. We're made of the earth. We're made of the elements. And I think I look at the world at large too, and I think that it is, some of the speakers have said, it's the responsibility of everyone. It's not just certain people who are going to do this for us. We have to look deeply into ourselves and heal ourselves. What does it mean to be a healthy person, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, and in relationship to the earth? That way we begin the healing by healing ourselves, and then through our healing and through kind of bringing off the veil of what might be there, emotions or pains or sorrows or hardships, then we can understand those and let those go, and then be open and be more of an instrument for offering encouraging words or different teachings, or help with healing, or talk to our children. I believe our languages and our stories need to be a part of all the schools. We need to teach our children the truth. We're not teaching them the truth. Where is their education in this modern system taking us? It has taken us to a system that is not functioning well, and it's actually destroying a lot. It's not only destroying the earth, it's destroying the hearts and minds of people and the bodies of people, because we are of the earth. And so how can our education and what we're teaching show us that it's coming back to recognizing what's really true? One of the speakers was saying that too. What is the truth here? And to me, it's the things you can really trust are those things that come from the earth. And the humans that were meant to be the caretakers were meant to have that understanding and that wisdom of the earth and the knowledge that's been here handed to us by our elders and our ancestors. And so I've just been, I'm really grateful here too, as all, you all have mentioned, to be here to receive nourishing words for my heart from all of you, listening to what you said and how it makes me feel. And it gives me hope, because there's so much wisdom among our people that is, it's our day. It's not just our day today. It's our day. It's our time. It's our time to come back and to shine and to help the world and to help our Mother Earth, and to have the work that is supporting it. Either it's giving back to the Mother Earth, or it's helping heal in some way life. It's got to have those parts in it, or it's kind of going in the wrong direction. Like, just, you know, jobs that are safer. And the first thing that popped into my head was like a banker, you know. Well, what's really the point of that? It's not helping the earth. It's not helping life. It's not bringing healing. So what does bring healing? Well, our languages bring healing. Our culture brings healing. Our stories bring healing. Our medicine people bring healing. Our teachers, our leaders, our children, and their hearts and their love and their desire to thrive and to be happy and to continue to be strong and resilient and open up into the possibility we're in this moment now with the crisis with the earth, and we need to wake up and we need to work together. You know, when we work together, then we feel uplifted by each other, and we can bring all of our parts in together. There's one of our elders who says, don't teach everyone the same thing, because then we won't need each other. And we all carry a gift, and that gift is important to the whole. And when we put our gifts together, then we can make that change, and we can remember what's important, and we can go in the right direction to heal our Mother Earth, and to heal our hearts and our families, and our waterways, and our forests, and all of the earth, all of the creatures of the earth. So I know I don't have too much time here, so I just want to raise my hands to all of you and just say thank you so much for the honor of being invited to be a part of this special day today, and this special time. Indigenous peoples coming forward with our wisdom, with our history, with our stories, because we need those. they're the truth that is needed now in today's world in order to go in the right direction. So thank you, Haishka, to everyone. Thank you.